Oh, I'm sailing away, my own true love. I'm sailing away in the morning. Is there something I can send you from across the sea? To the place that I'll be landing. So, welcome back to the channel. I've posted a lot of videos on here recently. This is going to the American vibe. American folk guitar, Bob Dylan, of course. He's very trendy right now, so I thought I'd make a video about this stuff. And this song in particular I think is very interesting. And why I'm making a video of it is because, you know, typical folk guitar, it's like cowboy chords. You know, C, G, C, G, C, all that stuff. But this is interesting because it has an E minor 9 chord without the 5th. And then a D 7 over F sharp chord, kind of suspended 7 chord, suspended dominant chord, back to G. And then a G over C. But what's really interesting about this tune is the fingerpicking pattern. So that's what I'm going to teach today. In order to get this vintage sound, I'd recommend getting some cheap strings, putting them on an old guitar. This is an old guitar. This is from 1963. These strings are pretty old. I don't actually know how old they are on here, but the vintage like woodiness can be really accentuated by an old guitar. Okay, so let me break it down. This song is called Boots of Spanish Leather. I don't think I've gotten into that yet. This is called Boots of Spanish Leather by Bob Dylan, and I'm just kind of breaking down one of the verses. The idiosyncrasies of this song are the turnaround between the verses. And in this style of folk music, much like most of the tunes that I've posted on this channel, you really follow the melody, you really follow the story. The chords are there to fit the song and not the other way around. I don't care about the progression very much. I care about the story, and the story is a beautiful, sad, nostalgic story of kind of, I want to say lost love, but it's more along the lines of like longing for a loved one. So let's break it down. The shapes we're doing are pretty simple, but the right hand definitely takes some time to get used to, but it's straight ahead fingerstyle guitar. So the verse, well, first, standard tuning. Throw that, in order to play with him on the record, he's an A flat for some reason. I wonder if he threw a capo on it or if he just tuned his guitar up a half step. Or if he's using a smaller scale guitar that's just tuned up a half step in its own right. I don't know. If somebody knows, please let me know in the comments below. And as always, there's a tablature associated with this tune. I go through all the little nitty-gritty of each bar, each chord, and the hammer-ons and pull-offs that I'm doing, etc. So let me break it down. There's an intro, and then there's the verses. The intro sounds like this. Oh, I'm sad. Then he goes right into that E minor 9 chord. So let me break down that intro. So the thumb is rolling on 6/4, 6/4, 6/4, 6/4. On that, we do 6 in the clear. On that 4, we're gonna pinch our 2nd and 4th string at the same time. Then we're going right back to that 6th string. And I'll keep just adding little bits of notes here. 6, pinch 4 and 2, 6, pinch 4 and 2, 6, 3, 4. Now I'm adding that C over G. Kind of doing it on the upbeat of that first bar, or second bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, second bar. Because I'm counting this quarter note, quarter note, quarter note, quarter note, quarter note, quarter note, and it makes sense in the written tablature to call all those quarter notes. Okay, so my thumb is rolling along here. I'll play it nice and slow. 6, 3, 4. And now, because at speed, I'm hammering on this note as well. This second fret, 4th string, in relationship to the capo, it's an E note, but we're hearing an F. Right? Play it nice and slow again. Oops. This. One more time. So I'm kind of. It's all written out in the tablature if you want to follow along with that. But suffice to say, here is the fingerpicking pattern. I'll get nice and close here. Is that in focus? I hope so. Again. And after I'm done those little riffs, well, I'm sailing away. This is my first shape. So this is my E minor 9 shape. So I have an F sharp here with my second finger and a D note with my first finger, second string. So F sharp, D, and this again, this is relationship with the capo. It's not what we're hearing. F sharp and D, and I'm playing in a low E at the same time. In the tablature, it's kind of like you're just vamping a little bit. You could very well just go, and I'm not mad at that pattern, that fingerpicking pattern. That's very simple. But in the tablature, I do have written so he's really accentuating the second quarter note of the bar, and it feels like the second, like one and the end of one. But again, for ease of writing this tune out, I've called quarter note, quarter note, quarter note, quarter, 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 just for ease of writing it out, so I don't have 16th notes in there. It's just a fast tempo. 2, 3, and then E minor 9, sailing away, my own. And here's this F sharp. I'm using my thumb here. Here's this F sharp and C note, which gives us this kind of dominant tonality. Really, what I'm really focused on is boom, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1. Right? I'm really just focused on this bass movement. 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? And then we do that riff. no, sorry. The riff is the short, not the full intro, but just this short little 6. Is it 3 bars? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's arguably a 3-bar phrase, but I'm doing 6 strings. 6 sixth strings. I guess that's what you would call it. And then it goes back to the E minor. Sailing away. And then we do that one for 2 beats. Sailing away in the morning. Back to that riff. Okay. Those first 2 phrases. I'm sailing away, my own true love. I'm sailing away in the morning. Right, and that riff again. 2, 3 from the top 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second phrase. In a way, in the one. Sailing away in the morning. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a really important part of the song. I'll show you my finger picking pattern. My right hand. From the top. Second phrase. Sailing away in the morning. Then just this next bit, just a straight up E minor chord. Is there something I can send from across? Then I hear a G over a C over a G chord. I hear this in the next chord. So. Is there something I can send from across the sea? Then that riff. So that E minor gets 4 beats. The C over G gets 2 beats. Something I can send from across the sea. And then here, E minor, D. And then here in this last little bit, a little stroke of Dylan genius. We suspend the resolution of that 3rd scale degree from that dominant chord to make this G chord a suspended chord. So the suspended chord means that we're suspending the cadence or the resolution of a particular note. In this case, the flat 7 of our 5 chord resolving to the 3rd of our dominant chord. We're delaying that ever so slightly. So this ending of it, from the place that I'll be landing, right, and that second beat. How am I putting that there? From the place that I'll be landing. No, it's not a C chord there. It's just a straight up G suspended chord, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Because he wants to turn around to get back to the story, right? So he doesn't go through this. He doesn't go through that riff there. He kind of. I don't want to say he breezes through it, but he just musically and skillfully slightly changes the expectation of the listener to then get back to the story. And again, this stuff is all about the story. The finger picking is important, don't get me wrong, but this is about his vocal delivery and the lyrics and, you know, the classic Dylan vibe of telling an epic story, you know, a man and his guitar. Okay, so the end of the phrase. From the place that I'll be landing. So 4 beats there, and then. And here is the first time we get a full D7 chord. And it's only for 2 beats. 1, 2. Right? Or it's only for 1 bar. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the way out. All right, let me do that D7 finger picking pattern. So my D7 is F sharp, A, C, F sharp. And there's an open D. And the finger picking pattern, let's see. Six, 3, 4. Then back to the riff. Do that again. From the place that I'll be landing. Oops. From the place that I'll be landing. So hard to slow this stuff down. There it is. Then, on the turnaround of these phrases, sometimes he just goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and other times he goes. Right, he does the whole little riff there. I would suggest, if you have this riff down, alter that. Mess around with the timing of it, mess around with the feel of it. If you don't have the riff down, just keep putting the riff there every single time. So you're coming from the place that I'll be landing. My bad. Place that I'll be landing. Going back to the top. So let me take this all, and you can play this without finger picking too. You could just do 6th string and then do an upbeat on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. Yeah, to make it really simple. And even take out this E minor 9 chord. And I'll go through the count here. 4 beats on the E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, G, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, E minor 2, D, 2, G, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, E minor 3, 4, C over G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then E minor, D7, G suspended, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know I'm breezing through this, but for a YouTube video, I don't want to make it an hour long to teach you, to just kind of destroy your appetite and attention span. So let me play it one more time, and you can slow down the video, click the gear, and slow it down a little bit, and you can watch it all. But I'll get close with my right hand finger picking pattern, so you can really dial that in. Remember, there's a tablature associated with this, and if you want more tablatures, check out some other videos in my channel. I've got some more advanced fingerstyle stuff, some a little more. None of this stuff is beginner, I would say, but some of it's definitely easier than the rest. This tune is difficult because you're just kind of ripping along at a pretty good clip. Right? So I'm going to close up on my right hand, and you can kind of watch it as it goes. I'm sailing away, my own true love. I'm sailing away in the morning. Is there something I can send from across the sea? In the place that I'll be landing. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like another Dylan tune. His style is very, it feels very unique to him. And, you know, also, obviously his voice and his vocal phrasing, in my opinion, makes Dylan who Dylan is, and how he's kind of transcended and revolutionized folk music from the 60s up until now. Is his vocal delivery and the earnestness that he has, and also just kind of the mysteriousness that he has carried with him throughout his career. So anyways, yeah, if you have more Dylan tunes that you'd like, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time, and keep playing. While I'm sailing away, my own true love, I'm sailing away in the morning. Is there something I can send you from across the sea? From the place that I'll be landing. Right, that's good. What do I need to do? So silly.